And I pass the floor to our Madam President, Patricia Yap.
Thank you. Big round of applause to our SA Alif. He certainly speaks like a lawyer. And when you talk about freedom, I just can't help but I always associate lawyer with freedom. Don't ask me why, all right? If you find out more, please participate in our table topic session later. But having said that, I certainly want to welcome each and every one of you to today's meeting, because you will be spending about an hour of your life together with this amazing group of people. And because of this, we're going to take a snapshot of Photoshop in case some of us needs to leave early, right? So our very beautiful VPPR, who has created a poster, who will also speak later, is already standing by to take a beautiful photo of all of you with the smile of freedom. Facial expression on and on freedom. If you can, use your hand gestures if you can. Turn on your video if it is convenient for you, all right? So over to you, Patsy.
Okay, I'm gonna count just 1, 2, power to freedom 3. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
I just love freedom. When Daphne decided to pick on the topic, I'm like, yes, freedom. Okay, without much further ado, it's my honor to introduce Toastmaster of the Day, Daphne. Daphne to me is so dear to me because to me she's a Wonder Woman. She knows a lot of things and she's willing to contribute a lot, and she does beautiful posters as well. So with this, I'm also very excited to know Daphne has come up with a very interesting topic. A lot of people are okay, they love freedom, but at the same time, they can't manage freedom, right? Once they get a lot of freedom, then they go out of hand or something bad happened, right? So I'm very interested to find out what has in store for us, certainly from Daphne's point of view. So with this, without further ado, let's welcome Daphne Tan to the virtual stage. Let's give her a big round of applause and welcome Daphne Tan to the virtual stage, who happened to be also our past area director in Division H. Over to you, Daphne.
Thank you, President Patricia. For your information, I'm quite naive. I chose the topic freedom because we are coming to the end of the term, and all the ESCO will be like feeling, going for freedom. And I'll be finishing my role, the extended chair in the PQ team in District 102. That's why freedom came into my head. So, but take that aside, freedom, let's put it more seriously. Freedom to us, we can just do anything, right? At our will, at our own time. But remember, our freedom does not mean that we should deprive the freedom of people around us. Because some people, they thought when they get the freedom, they can do anything, good or bad. But they forgot there are people beside them, around them, who needs their own freedom as well. For example, I can't be walking into Patricia's house at this moment just because I have the freedom to be anywhere. Yes. If I want to go to Patricia's house, I still need to get her permission. So, for example, also, let's say I have the freedom to do anything I want, but doesn't mean that I should be running away from my responsibility to work on something that I have already committed. Yeah, remember that. For example, Patsy had the freedom to do anything she wants as a VPPR. Nonetheless, she still need to follow the timing for the meeting and follow according to the team. Freedom doesn't mean that we can just do anything without caring about the people around us, but doing something that not only benefit ourselves, but people around us, and that is real freedom. With that, I have shared what I want to share about the power of freedom, that why I chose the theme as what it already has. Okay, next we shall move on to the next part is that talking about Toastmaster. I believe everyone here are already familiar with Toastmaster. We are celebrating 100th anniversary coming October. In the details, how many members and how many clubs around the world, we are coming to the end of the term. Very soon, we'll be having new numbers. That's why I won't be sharing on all the numbers, but the spirit of celebrating 100th anniversary, which is being part of our learning journey as well. The spirit of perseverance, the spirit of consistency. And this is what we practice in Advanced ArdentSpeakers. Now, I would like to introduce the role players for today. First, I would like to get the tag team to share their roles. And for that, I would like to invite timer Diana to share about her role.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. As a timer today, I'm going to time your speech with the allocated time assigned to every speaker. And although you might think time your chance to speak aloud, speak wisely within your time.
Okay, thank you to our timer for today, Diana, as she said, speak wisely. Next, I would like to invite our grammarian, Tamizi, to share the word of the day as his role.
Actually, I did not really understand what does grammarians mean. I thought it was a spelled wrongly. Actually, it's grammar, counter. So combined is grammarian. Sorry for that, my bad. Well, my role is for today is to listen the usage of the English language and record the good usage of English language and probably try to assist for sentences that which can be improved. Also, I would like to introduce the word of the day, which is deprive. Deprive, as Daphne said, it's not Daphne, it's deprive. Deprive. Over to you, Daphne.
Thanks for sharing with us the words of the day and as well as sharing with us what your role. Indeed, when I first thought the role, I was like, hello, dear Patricia. I think we are having a misspelling. Grammarian. It should be grammarian. Why is it spelling the other way? This is a new word for me. Yes, this is something that is being practiced in Advanced Adult because we have the freedom to change a bit so that we can maximize and challenge our grammarian to be the R counter at the same time. Next is, of course, our Toastmaster or tabletop master for today, but I'm going to introduce him later. And next is we have come to the session where prepared speech will be delivered by our speaker of the day, Patsy Wu. And before that, I would like to invite her evaluator to share the project objective. And the evaluator for the project is none other than our club VPE, Suisin.
Excuse me, Toastmaster of the day. Sushin has an internet connection problem. Is there anybody can help to be my evaluator, please?
Okay, let me see. Inspire your audience. All right, I'll introduce the objective. Basically, inspire the audience is very simple. Patsy's objective is to inspire every one of us here to do something or to take an action. If we are not inspired to follow what she shared or her call, then I'm afraid that she will have to redo the project to inspire us. So that's the challenge for Patsy. Let's see how she is going to inspire us with the speech title, The Power of Freedom.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to come in to evaluate Patsy to do justice so you can focus on your Toastmaster of the day. So Patsy, I'll be your evaluator. Thank you.
Patsy, the power of freedom, the power of freedom, Patsy.
You know, Toastmasters is an international organization in 148 countries. What does 148 mean to you? 2020, I joined my first Toastmasters club with 8 members, so with a coach. Because I wanted to learn more, so 6 months later, I joined another club in Taiwan, where I learned a lot about those planning and also the poster work. One day in China Club, fellow from Malaysia, Vicky, as a matter of fact, she's from Singapore. She wanted to deliver a speech in China Club. So that's how we get to know, hey, there is a club in Malaysia. 6 months later, I joined ArdentSpeakers. I became one of you. Then I realized, well, in this club consists of so many different countries: Sydney, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Myanmar. If I left out, please put your tab up your countries. One was Prague in Canada. You know, in Canada, was everywhere in the snow for 6 months. What do? Aha! Join another club, right? Well, I have to say that Canadians love those immigrants, including myself. They are a lot of difficulties for the accent in the table topics. Usually, that's what I say. Sorry, can you repeat again? Can you speak slowly? Perhaps louder? What? No clue about those accents. The timer is not like on the board in the meeting room. They actually brought in that traffic lights. Green light, light. So you're doing the speech is like that. Green light, you're driving, okay. And you see the red light starts. It's 7 minutes speech. One day, the club president asked me, Patsy, have you ever been to a speech contest? Yes, Bill, I have. I've been contestant, judge, hybrid judge. That's wonderful. Would you like to be a chief judge? Bill, I'm sorry. I haven't got those experiences, and I'm not sure about those members will support me to be judges. No worries. I will help you to find all the judges. When a Canadian tell you no worries, you should start to get worried. And up with plenty of paperwork for contestants and judges. How about in Malaysia Club now? Well, we are still late speakers, and we're very particular on our branding color. Because I'm doing those poster work, so I learned my poster VPPR work in Taiwan, one of the best VPPR, those workshop. From there, I start thinking I'd like to learn more about pathways. I went online checking the way I was connected to California, USA. Pathway learning. But Americans They talk too much. They got those power of freedom. They're not only talking about the pathways. They're talking about their dogs, cats, even Donald Trump. So in Taiwan, what is the best club? In my opinion, most patriotic club. My home club, it has become a bilingual. English, Taiwanese. If you can speak Taiwanese well, prepare a speech, 7 minutes. Your Taiwanese is not good? Well, table topics, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Person like me, it doesn't speak Taiwanese well or no knowledge at all. Good luck. So I think next time I'm going to find out a club in Mexico because I'm planning to live in Mexico. Canada is just too cold. My fellows, I understand. For those 148 number, that means we are the common denominators of Toastmasters International. With that, we have the power of freedom to be connected. Where in those 148 countries, fly or flying. With that, the power of freedom enable us to share our knowledge skill, even to adopt those knowledges and the skills from other countries that will benefit personal and professional life to our infinity and beyond. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you for sharing with us such an interesting speech. Well, from Canada, Taiwan, Canada, and now planning to shift to Mexico. That's good. The advantage of being part of Toastmasters is that it doesn't matter which country we are based, or even in the countries that has no Toastmaster organization, no problem. There is always another option. Virtual meeting, virtual club. And we have in addition virtual district director, incoming district director. That's interesting, something that we can actually explore. Now, may I invite the evaluator for Patsy's speech, who is none other than President Patricia, to share her evaluation with all of us. Thank you.
Patsy, I want to thank you for your speech, The Power of Freedom, because you have given me a lot of gifts that I want to share with all of us. So if you have received some gift from Patsy, let us send Patsy some love. Yay! Certainly, I want to thank Patsy for being very, very creative this time to attempt a speech that is inspire your audience. End of the day, I have to say, yes, you have inspired me with your speech, sharing with me the power of freedom, that we can go beyond where we are right now and connect with people all around the world in 148 countries. So let me spotlight 3 gifts that you have given me. The first gift is certainly the gift of impression. Today, you really dressed up, you prepared your speech very well. So immediately when we saw you on the stage, we know you are going to bless all of us. So because of that, we pay full attention to you. The gift of impression, very important, especially when you want to give any sort of speeches, particularly inspirational speech. The second gift that you have given me is certainly the gift of innovation. Innovation is a big buzzword right now in the 21st century, so it's really important for us to think of different ways to inspire our audience. And today, Patsy did it in a very entertaining, in a very humorous manner instead of the usual one, because usually we think we as human beings can only be inspired by sad stories, by tragedy, by all the bad things in life, which is not true, right? In fact, we can get inspired by positive stories as well. So Patsy, you have added on the element of innovation in your inspiring speech, and I thank you. And of course, the third one is certainly the way that you have crafted your stories is very inspiring because it's all based on your personal experience. I love the fact that you also brought in a lot of cultural values to your speech so that we can open our eyes and know, hey, the world is our oyster. Because of that, Patsy, I would also like to give you a gift. The gift of course, is the gift of I, right? So this I is Patsy yourself. I'd like to challenge you in the future, Patsy, whenever you're crafting any sort of inspirational speech, put your own message very strongly at the beginning, in the body, and at the conclusion. You gave us a very good conclusion. At the end, you would like to motivate all of us to go clubbing, to zoom around the world, to connect with more people so that we are really exercising our power of freedom. I'd like you to state that at the beginning as well, so that your audience are ready to know, hey, today I'm going to embrace my freedom. I'm going to leverage on my freedom so that I can grow more. So with this, I can't wait to hear your next speech, Patsy. All the best to you. May you fully embrace the power of freedom wherever you go, to infinity and beyond. Back to you, Daphne.
Thank you for sharing with us detailed
Special
analysis.
request, can you, special request. Can Patsy, you just quickly take a screenshot and with me and you as well? Yeah, because this is such a great combination today.
The screenshot right now, okay?
Yeah, just you
Okay.
and I.
Spotlight, I think.
Okay,
Bang,
so
Marsha, yeah,
I will help
in
spotlight
case she comes.
both Patricia and Patsy then.
Yes.
thank you. Okay, I'm going to count 3, 2, power, freedom. Yeah, thank you. Back to you.
Back to you, Daphne. Thank you.
Thank you for the detailed analysis of Patsy's sharing and the encouragement and motivation given to Patsy. Now, before we move on to the next session, I would to request everyone of here, bring yourself a pen, a pencil, a book, or a paper. Otherwise, you can actually prepare your screen to type it out, because in the next session, our table topic evaluator, Alicia, is giving us the freedom to be evaluator for the table topic speakers. So each of us be prepared and evaluate each of the table topic speakers later on. Now, I would like to invite our table topic master or topics master, Alif, to share or to start the session. And the rest of us be prepared and be ever ready to evaluate later on.
Okay, so can I start now, Daphne?
Yes, sure.
All right, thank you everyone. Welcome to this, the most anticipated part of every meeting, the table topic session. So today, the table topic session, I was given the freedom to decide your fate, the topics that you have. So for today, I have a couple of topics that are quite on the higher level side. You have to think a bit more. So before I give the first topic, can I have the first volunteer or the first victim to try this new trap that I set up? Anyone interested before I volunteer you? Anyone?
Maybe Tamizi can go first so that you can concentrate later on.
Yes. Thank you, Daphne, for throwing Talmizi under the bus and volunteering.
A big bus. That's a big bus.
Volunteering Talmizi. So Talmizi, let's have you talk about, because you are a CFO. So I'm going to give you a corporate question. So currently, you know that Starbucks is in trouble financially. It is in a $48 billion debt hole right now, profitability. So you were brought in as the consultant. So my challenge to you is to turn Starbucks around. So the question is turn Starbucks around, Tamizi. Take it away, Tamizi, whenever you are ready.
Okay, thank you for that. Just came back from roughly the same kind of meeting, understanding how do you turn a company around. So basically, the first thing that you should know if you want to turn a company around is what is the actual problem? What is the root cause of the problem? Just by turning things around without knowing the actual cause does not solve the solution. Is the problem about revenue, or is the problem about market, or is the problem about cost? So that's the first area that we need to identify. If I were to go into Starbucks, I would really dive into what is the root cause. If the root cause is the revenue, means the revenue is insufficient to cover the cost and operations of the company, we would have to dive into that. And if the root cause is because of the cost, we have to take certain measures. That just not only that, it is a whole kind of exercise. We also need to look at the management, whether the management is suitable to run the company. If they are not, we have to bring in other professionals to make sure that the company is run. So basically, turning around a company is not as simple as A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. First of all, many people make the mistake of just diving in, assume. We cannot assume. We must identify what is the actual issue and tackle the actual issue. Then only we are able to turn around the company. Over to you, Alif.
Thank you, Tamizi, for such a wonderful and it shows that his deep understanding of the corporate governance problem issues in the world. So give him a round of applause. So we can recommend Talmizi as the new CEO of his company now. Chairman, next chairman, even higher than CEO.
With huge allowance.
Yes, of course. So let's move on to the second speaker. Anyone interested? There's no right or wrong. Just that the topic you need to think a lot more.
All right, I'll go for it.
All right, Daphne, because you're from Penang, so let's give you a problem, a slightly controversial topic. So the government comes into you. They say, Daphne, I want to lower the age of voting to 12 because even 12 years old pay tax and no tax without representation. So my problem, should we lower the voting age to 12? Should we lower the voting age to 12?
My fellow Toastmaster, the first time I voted was at the age of 10. Oh, what do I mean? Yes, for our schools, especially Chinese schools, we have model students. And for those students who are between the age, or I would say standard 4 to standard 6, at least the age of 10 to 12, we have to vote for the model student of the year, or the boy and the girl of the year. It's challenging because we don't know them at the age of 10, and to vote for someone who's at the age of 12, because every year the model student will come from the age of 12 group. So we don't understand them, how they went around. They did what the real campaigning for country's election is. They create poster and they will go around and share, and they got to go onto the stage and share, yes, vote for this, vote for that. They will have one speaker for them, and the model student will be standing, and then here will have the left-hand man, right-hand man, the one holding poster, all those kind of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think whether age 12 and below or 12 and onwards is an issue for voting? They may be influenced by the parents or the teachers, no doubt. But to vote for someone, I would say in the school, it is okay. But for the country, at the age of 12, we hardly know economics, we hardly know politics, we hardly know what is happening to the country, the finance, the everything, how the transportation, how the what you call this infrastructure works, we do not understand. That's why I do not agree that the age should be lowered to 12, 15 and beyond, that can be considered. Because at age of 15, we tend to learn to criticize this and that because we have already experienced the hardship of traveling from one place to the other place. So we have some idea what we want to look for in the government. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Daphne. So give Daphne a round of applause. So sharing with her idea, should 12 years old who has no idea about the economy and all vote? Just to share a simple fact, the reason why we vote using logos in Malaysia at least is because we to allow illiterate people to vote. So that's a simple fact that I want to share. Why we use logo, why don't we write out the names of parties? So who wants to go next? We have Talmizi, we have Daphne. So any more willing volunteer? Shan, you like to I'm also interested with to question you, Shan.
Okay, I try.
All right, no problem. Shan, can I ask a simple question? You are
Yes.
Taiwanese, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
So Taiwan, what's the question about Taiwan? Don't want to ask too controversial. So Taiwan, can you see? You are the Prime Minister of Taiwan, Shan. Today you are the Prime Minister of Taiwan. How would you improve the already superb economic conditions of Taiwan? How would you improve the superb economic conditions of Taiwan? Shan, take it away, Shan.
Okay, super economic problem in Taiwan. That is so far from me because I am not good manager for my money. Also, I just spend money for every time I need to buy something. So I need to create another one. One is white sham, the other is black sham. It always complicate each other. When I want to buy something, I will tell that is not the other one will tell that is not so good to buy it. But it is difficult. So I find that the only way is to keep crying for several days to make decision before make decision. So if I need to take control of something is very important, especially for economic problem. I will use take time or take for several days to calm down and make another condition, make another decision for another day. That is my answer. Thank you for back to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Shan, for your honest answer. You just admitted that you are not the best person for the rule, and that is something that is okay. So give Shan a round of applause. Luckily, I did not give you my original answer question that I give to in my mind. I was about to ask, what happened if Chai Kan-shek did not cause the Taiwanese Strait after World War II? So luckily, I did not ask that question. So can I move on to the next volunteer? We have 3, Talmizi, Daphne, and Shan. 3 brave volunteers already. So can I ask Jeffrey, you would like to try?
Yeah, I'm eager to try.
Because Jeffrey is is a pantun boy. So I would like to ask him also historical topic. So in 1957, the British give Malaya independence, which is later called Malaysia. So what if the British say no, no independence for you, Malaysia, no independence for you? So what if there is no independent Malaysia? Jeffrey, take it away, Jeffrey.
Thank you for the so challenging topic. It made my heart beats every time when you give everyone the topic so difficult. But I still rise to the occasion because when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Even the historical topic is not my forte. I still want to answer your question. I believe if we are still under British rule, there will be a lot of changes, especially in our national language. We are not using Bahasa Malaysia at all. And today, I not even join Club Pidato, Kuala Lumpur. I don't even bother of learning my own mother tongue language, which is Bahasa Malaysia. But we are still in British. I think all of us will be impeccable in using our language. I can say that if we just streamline without any focusing to any kind of languages, let's say Mandarin, and then let's say Bahasa Malaysia and so on, we just focus on one thing. Power comes from concentrating your focus. It's only English, English, English every day, from young until you die, until old. But that's the variety of life. You can do that. People like something new, something innovative, something that is fresh. And people like different languages nowadays because they believe in the power of bilingual. As in health aspect, when you are doing more than one language, such as Alzheimer disease, it can decrease. And also other things as well. It can improve your creativity as well. I never thought of pantun in Bahasa Malaysia. I just do it. I go to the nearest store, which is my library in Malaysia. They call it Dewan Bahasa. I go there. I just kill my time, read the poetry. I found it so amusing. And then I just tried it out. Who knows? All of them love my pantun. That's it. All in all, do it with passion and magic will happen. Either you are in British rule or whatever rule, go for it. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Wow, that's a very high level answer by our Jeffrey. It shows that he's very good at pantun because pantun also need a high level of thinking. And for timer, should I deprive the next speaker of the chance to give table topics or?
Yeah, actually you are not up to your 18 minutes allocation, but you're way past the agenda. So let's give the opportunity to the team, to the president. Shall we continue with the agenda or we can get one more participant?
I think if the timer say the time is up, the time is up. We have to deprive you of the chance to continue.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's move on.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you may be deprived the opportunity because of the time constraint. Nonetheless, you still have the opportunity to speak up or to take a table topic which is different. What do I mean? Now is the time for table topic evaluation. You can offer yourself, volunteer yourself to be the evaluator for one or two or all of our speakers. Now, who would you like to volunteer yourself? But before that, please vote for the best table topic speaker that you feel deserve the best table topic speaker award for today. And I'm going to give a count of 5 to end the poll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8. Next is the evaluation session. And who wants to volunteer himself or herself to be the first table topic evaluator? I pick someone who's been here, but never show the face, never show any picture, just leaving the skin in black. May I have Serene? Are you here? Calling once, calling twice, calling thrice. Okay, Serene is not here. Then may I have Patsy to share one of your evaluation for the speaker?
One of the evaluators, right? One of the speakers. Okay. I was very interested in Sean's response. Sean used to be a contestant in the table topics. He actually spent about a month going through all different types of table topics questions. I'm so happy that Leaf, you gave a very challenging topic about economic. Sean immediately convert that to a personal story because we have nothing. Well, I don't even know those are how the government is going to cope with the deficit. And Sean definitely made this a remarkable switch by talking his personal attitude towards money issue whenever he thinks is good or not good, even good or not good. It's kind of humorous. Eventually he said, I'm going to take a time. He did have this conclusion. So in the end, I bought his story because I am also one of the consumers, just like Sean. So his speech resonated my attitude towards economic attitudes. Back to you, session master.
Thanks, Patsy, for your evaluation. Just a reminder, which I forgot to inform everyone. In accordance to normal evaluation for table topics, we are limited to 1 minute per person. So next, I want to invite the 1 minute will be, let's say, put it in 30 seconds, then 30, 45, and 1 minute. Okay, 30, 45, and 60. That's the timing. Okay, next, I would like to invite the next evaluator who wants to volunteer himself or herself as the evaluator. What about Alif? Can you?
Can also. So I can give, one for each speaker. So from Talmizi, I can see that he's very experienced. He's know his stuff. That's why I give him a corporate question because, I'm sure he has no problem. So my suggestion is that maybe why not just dump in one suggestion? Because, why not? Because it's your world. Today, you are the star of today's world, of this topic. So why not just throw in? Because I don't think anyone will get angry if you give a wrong answer. So don't worry. We are here to, come up with your mind. You can give any answer. You can say that Starbucks will just divest from selling coffee. Why not? Why not? It's a wrong answer, but it's something that you can give. For Daphne, I can give that, Daphne, you haven't give a confirmation. Should they vote or not? You just run around the topic. So just give a confirmation. They should not vote. That's simple as that. And for Shan, why not just, your as for your positioning was a bit low. That's one. As well as, don't worry if you give a wrong answer, Shan. We are not here to be professional speakers. We are here to, to try our luck and to gain confidence in more advanced topic as compared to normal table topics. But for Jeffrey, I could see that, same as Daphne, why not just give a affirmation? What do you believe in? It's okay. We are here to learn, and there's no right or wrong answer. So that's all for me.
Finally, Alif shared his opinion and what he was looking for in each of the speaker. Thanks for sharing with us and highlighting the ideas of the points that we can actually make use of. Now I want to share on my part, also 1 minute for myself. On Tamizi, I love the way that you share. It was very clear that you actually go about how finding the root cause, talking about before the restructuring can take place, look at the revenue, the cost, and even the management. What I would like to see is something that, for example, if you look at the revenue, what can be done if we were to work on the revenue to improve the company's bottom lines, or the cost, what can be done? What are the cost cutting opportunities that may be there? And for management, as you did mention, that change of the person in charge for manage the company. I would say that, for example, management, which level of management usually that you are looking at? For example, is it the operation, or is it the higher level, corporate level, or is it even the CEO himself? Yeah, something like that. It will be more spice up the whole sharing and give us an idea what we can actually do if we were to set our company in the future. And then these are the areas that we can actually work on, look at and work on if we want to improve the company. All right, that's my sharing. Next, who would like to volunteer for the other speakers? May I have Patricia?
Yes, I think we have covered all, so we can just proceed to have the technical players report. Thank you,
Okay.
Daphne. I know today is a little bit exciting because we have a lot of changes. So Daphne, you are managing it very well. Go ahead and ask for other report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, President Patricia. Now, may I invite Tamizi to share on the grammarian report.
Hi, good afternoon. There's a lot of good sentences, good usage of the English language that I have recorded today. Yeah, I'll just run through with it. The good and the bad. It will be very awkward. Freedom to change. Canada is too cold. We are the common denominator. Enable us to share our skills, infinity and beyond. The gift of innovation. The world is our oyster. Be ever ready. Allow illiterate people to vote. High level of thinking. And there are certain usage, not many, not much, only one. Suggestion to improve the usage of the English language. British give independence. We could say British granted independence. Instead of give, granted. For the word of the day, deprive, spoken 3 times by Daphne, Alif twice. And for the counter report, Pat, one, so 2, or right once, Daphne, 2, so 1 and 2, Alif, 1, so 3 times. With that, I'll pass over the floor back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Grammarian Tamizi. Ladies and gentlemen, since we still have half a minute, why deprive ourselves the opportunity of saying or using the word of the day? Turn on all your mic right now and say it out. Deprive.
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 Yes.
Deprive.
Diana, I'm not hearing from you.
Sorry, deprive.
Okay, congratulations for having used the word of the day. Now, we shall move on to the timer's report. Let's invite our timer of the day, Diana, to share the timing report.
Hello, I've shared the overall timing of each speakers in the chat, but let me summarize it. Despite everybody being deprived with time allocation for every session, everybody did beautifully within time and say what needs to be said, and message was delivered beautifully and completely. So congratulations to all the speakers for talking within time. Betsy did it in 7.08. For table topic speaker, everybody did it within time, even at the minimum for Shan at 1 minute and 30 minutes. So congratulations. So let's move on with the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you for your report. Timer of the day, Diana. Now, our session is coming to the end, but end is never really the end because we still have a few more items to go before we really wrap up the meeting. And with that, I would like to pass the virtual screen time to Club President Patricia.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. With this, my fellow friends and certainly members, let's give Daphne a big round of applause. A big circle round of applause. And make some noise. Why? Because today is very special. And I think it's Murphy's Law. We have different, very challenging scenario, but I love the fact that Daphne is able to be in control and she handled everything with ease, effortlessly. And that's what a leader is when you're being tested, right? So I believe each and every one of you also play a role today to make our meeting a huge success. When we talk about the power of freedom, it's so important for us to feel free to be ourselves. I would say that is the number one freedom, that you have to feel free to be yourself so that you can be the next best version. Of course, when we talk about freedom, we are always going to be very considerate because we are Toastmasters, we are leaders. When we talk about freedom, certainly it comes with certain responsibilities, certain accountabilities. And that's the beauty of being a Toastmaster. And I won't deprive you from listening to some of the very, very important feedback from our guests today and also our members who actually happen to help us so much. Deanna, I haven't had a chance to hear from you yet. So I'd like to hear your feedback today as a timer. You certainly have you have supported so many of us as a timer. Deanna, 30 seconds. Yes.
Thank you, President. Timers is always nerve-wracking, but I did it. I managed to time everyone nicely.
Yes.
So I usually tend to not to be the timer, but this time I say let's just be the timer this week. So I did.
Yay.
But because that's the beauty of Toastmasters, the power of freedom to choose your role. So yeah, back to you.
Yes. Wonderful, Deanna. You have your timer thick, okay? So all of you, if you play all the role at least once, then you will be considered a rockstar role player. Then we will have to acknowledge your contribution as a member. All right, let's hear from Mizi as well. Mizi, is this the first time you are the grammarian?
Gourmet? No. Been here a couple of times.
No.
Yeah.
Wow,
But I did not realize the actual spelling. That was the problem. I know it's a dual role, but I did not take notice of the actual role itself, JRMAH. So when people were talking, I didn't get it. But later today, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Good. I'm so happy that Mizi stepped in as well because Mizi practiced very good listening skills. That's why he was able to pick up quite a lot of business for you today. So well done, Mizi. And as far as Mizi is concerned, are you happy that you last minute sort of took on the role to help us?
No worries. I actually enjoyed it because I just came out from a very tough meeting from 9 a.m. So it was a release.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
but the same question. The funny thing, I got the same question. How do we how do we turn this around? So no assumptions.
I accidentally add more stress to Mizi.
Hey, that shows that Mizi is a subject expert, right? Okay, that's great. We can come up with a formula from this man, Mizi, of all your encounter. That's great. Thank you, Mizi, for sharing. And Alif, today is pretty exciting for you. You have to decide on a topic, and at the end, you also did a fantastic evaluation on quite a lot of the speakers out there. So Alif, share with us your thought, 30 seconds. How you just jump in, you know? Yeah.
My thoughts, I already shared my thoughts earlier in the table topics, but it's good that we're going back to the roots, that we have to remember that we are an advanced club. So our topics have to be advanced also. So that's all my thoughts. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Alif is all the way challenging us And I am sure he's going to challenge himself as well in the upcoming leadership role. I don't know what that is going to be, but Alif, I know you are all ready. And for some of you, Alif actually is from a legal background, so that's why you see his thought patterns are always very much logical, very reasonable as well. He talks with sense. All right, that's what I learned from Alif as well. Well done, Alif. Now, back to our members and guests. Of course, I won't let our guests run away. Savine, if you're able to, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Savine has been super supportive of us. Whenever you are ready, if you're able to, I'll wait for your video to be on. But while waiting for Savine, I certainly would like to hear from Jeffrey and also Thomas, right? So Jeffrey, just some quick feedback from you, 30 seconds. Thank you, Jeffrey.
I've been missing for this meeting quite some time again. I believe Miss Patricia sent me a message 1 week by another week.
Tirelessly. I hope I'm not spamming you.
No worries. And then the word of the day I want to use is does not deprive me to come.
Very good.
So
Very
at least
good,
I
very
use the
good.
word of the day.
Yes.
So I enjoy a lot this meeting, and certainly would like to see more things coming from advanced other speakers lah, to enhance my knowledge. Thank you very much. Thank
You can consider joining us, all right? No, don't worry about it. You know what I mean. All right, let's hear from Thomas. Thomas, if you're able to, because Savine, I know you can't speak, but you have typed it in the chat box, so I appreciate you. I appreciate your feedback all the time. Yes, Thomas, go ahead.
Overall, it's okay. I would say, but I think also interestingly, there's some of the table topic is feel a bit of controversial, or don't know what's the word, but I think it's a good. I mean, you all give your best to give the speech. I would say interesting insight.
Very good. As a matter of fact, I appreciate Thomas as well. Thomas actually wanting to be our member. When the time is right, Thomas will be our member. So having said that, yes, certainly. Having said that, I also want to stress the fact that we are an advanced club. So the topic that we discuss is always very intellectual, is an intellectual discussion, because in this world, there are so many possibilities that we want to explore. And with open-mindedness, with our appreciation of one another, because we always respect, remember, respect, integrity, respect, service, and excellence, right? So we hold on to respect very much, and that's where we are discussing. Everything will be based on respect all the time, all right? We respect everybody. And I believe as we do more topics that are really advanced, or people are so afraid to talk about, this is how we're going to broaden our perspective as a leader, as a person, so that you can contribute more to your community. Whether it's Toastmasters Club, whether it's workplace, whether it's community, you are able to use critical thinking and also come up with a great solution, hopefully, to help your community to be a better one. All right. So with this, the time now is almost 1:30. I just want to declare our meeting before closing. I certainly want to find out who the best table topic speaker is. And over to you, Alif. Ching,
Let
ching,
me
ching.
say it again.
Ching, ching, ching. Thank you, Daphne. The best table topic speaker, what? Daphne.
Yay!
Yay, let's spotlight Daphne.
Daphne, you and Daphne then.
Great,
Congrats,
can you
Daphne.
stop by? Great. I'm going to take a photo now. Can you count? 1, 2, smile 3. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Patsy, and congratulations, Daphne. We want to acknowledge all our role players today. Yeah, thank you. Some of them are not here, but we do our best to support everybody. Let's spotlight Daphne, Patsy, Mizi, and Deanna, and Arlif, and of course myself.
All right, all are spotlighted.
Yay!
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to count. 1,
Freedom.
2. Freedom 3. Okay, thank you. Back to you.
Thank you. And everybody now, we want to have everybody also being on our photo. Jeffrey, if you can, Thomas, if you can't, it's okay, and Savine as well. Good. A lot of photo all the time, right? Yay. Okay, I leave it to you. Okay, now it's a cool pose, whatever that cool pose means to you. Okay.
I'm going
You
to
can
count.
smile, you can laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I start countdown? Countdown. Like a
Countdown is
3.
good.
Oh, okay. Countdown. 3, 2. Thomas, have a smile. 2,
Yeah.
1. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. With this, we wish you everyone have a great week ahead. Remember to embrace the power of freedom. At the same time, inspire the world so that you will be back next week, okay? All right, next week we have a fantastic masterclass that's going to be on remote leadership. And simply because we feel after the pandemic, it's so important for us to explore and also understand what leadership is all about, regardless of any type of situation. So the person that's going to be a guest speaker, guess what? Is the very first virtual remote leader that has been elected as the district director 49 Hawaii. So she's going to come in as our master class speaker. The only reason why we are doing this, because we certainly want the world out there, especially the world of Toastmasters, to spend more time to really understand the benefits of remote leadership. After all, I believe with today's technology, we should be able to lead regardless of which city you're from. So Mizi, if you're here in KL, I'm sure you have clients who are not in KL as well, and you're still helping them, right? So everybody as well. So Alif, you as a lawyer, I'm sure in the future, you're going to also help your clients from all over who are not in KL, not in Terengganu. You still got to help them, right? So this remote leadership idea is really important. And that's why we hope we will be the very first that explore into this idea, the club. And we also want to invite you to bring your friends here, bring your members here so that everybody can have a different view of leadership instead of just a rigid one. All right. So with this, we wish you everybody the very best. If you wish to stay back, yes, you may. We will open the room before Alif kick us out. All right. With this, everybody have a great day and bye-bye. Da, 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 da.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day.